Yeah. It's morning after. Yeah. Yeah. I fantasize, can't get you off my mind. So I give all my love to you, enjoy it. My heart out and it's yours. Cause your presence is first. Need my body next to yours. Need you by my side. I see you.
It's your boy Chance One Supply, BBCRadio.com. Aries Lounge, we back in the building with a one-on-one conversation. And I'm blessed and highly favored today. You know what I'm saying? I got the homie. I've been chasing this guy down for an interview for quite some time. You know what I mean? Like he been busy making albums. You know what I'm saying? Doing shows. Yeah. You know, making love to the ladies. You know what I'm saying? Producing, writing, traveling. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got Mornin, Afta in the building, sir. How you doing?
What's up, yo? Thank you.
Thank you, yo. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I'm happy the blessings came out. I caught you right when you was about to leave town.
Bro, let me tell you, yo, me and Jay, we go way back, bro.
We
go way back. And, like, I just want to thank you. I want to start this off by saying thank you.
I appreciate you, yo.
Like, you know, a lot of people, they don't really think about their start in the industry and how much it makes them. You know what I'm saying? Like, all this is beautiful. You know, me being here is beautiful. Down to your first studio, down to the shows that I see you at, it's all beautiful. So I'm a part of your legacy. Y'all know about this dude Jay. You know what I'm saying? This dude Jay, he really puts on for the artists in the city.
Man,
Baltimore.
I appreciate that. You've torn up a couple of stages, bro. You you are one of the rare people that I say when I have the conversation about, yo, you got to do a show. Like, when you take the stage, you do a show. Nigga, you singing to the girls, you throwing shit, you know, you throwing a shirt down, you know what I mean? You got the dances in the background, like, you acapella-ing,
I'm gonna say something about me, yo. I'm gonna tell you, like, for me, yo, I think that I'm slow. I think I'm literally slow.
What you mean?
But, like, for everything, it's like, I'm slow, but when I catch on, I am above and beyond.
Okay. I got you. That makes sense.
You know, I could not sing. And it was, like, so much that was going over my head. And it's like, we all can sing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep on saying this every time I can. We all can sing. It takes time for you to train your brain and to have, like, that memory. You know how you play ball, you play a sport, you gain muscle memory. Your voice is the same way. You gain muscle memory with runs, with tones, and all of that. So I learned that. But I say that to say, with everything, it's like I'm always slow when it comes, like, all right, how to do it. I might mess up a lot. But when I got it, I'm better than I'm better than the average.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
So when it came to performing, it was like, I wasn't always good. I had to figure out what was good. And I guess that's everybody. Right. But I'm going to tell you, like, it took a while for me to, like, understand, like, all right, cool. Well, I need a band. Maybe I might need a live guitar. I sound better with acoustics. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But you've done all types of things. Like, I've seen you sing over the track, but then have dances. I've seen you do the band. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I seen you solo by yourself with nobody. You know what I mean? You hit them with the morning after. I mean, I'm not a singer.
Morning after.
That's the signature right there.
That's the
signature right there. You know what I mean? So we gotta take it back. I kind of gotta get a Genesis story. You know what I mean? Like, what, you born and raised in Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
What side of town you from?
West side.
Okay, you a West Side nigga. See, fly West Side niggas. Thank you once again. All right, so when you were a kid, like, what was the predominant music being played in the house before you could touch the radio? Like,
see, my childhood was different. My childhood, I was all over the place. You see what I'm saying? So when I was living with my grandmother, I would listen to Michael Jackson. I would listen to some of the old school music that she would play. But then when I lived with my mother, she was playing some Mary J. Blige, some Brandy, you know what I'm saying, some J. Moss.
Gotcha.
And then, you know, when I had another situation I was in, I would just listen to a multitude of old music as well. So it was just like I would just listen to a lot of old music, and then as I got older, I started listening to nothing but rap. Once I wanted to, like, do what I wanted to do, it was just rap. And R&B ain't really starting to kick in until later on, until I realized, like, yo, I can sing. Now, you know, since I can sing, let me actually get into my singing bag and understand what singing is and be a student of the game. You know what I'm saying? So
why did you run from R&B so hard? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you was immersed in R&B and then when you make your own choices, you go hardcore in the rap.
Baltimore,
like,
yo. Baltimore is so, it's the trenches, yo. Like, it's the, like, we like Boosie, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, the young people, they like NBA Youngboy. Like, it's like, we the same generations in a sense of a way. Like, we like the gutter, you know what I'm saying? So when it came to that, it was like, my favorite artist was Lil Wayne, you know what I'm saying? I like all of, you know what I'm saying, like all of the droughts. And I couldn't wait for the next song to come out on the drought. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even listening to to the drop. I was listening to hot new hip hop, and every time they dropped a new track, you know
Right,
what I'm
like a
saying?
little random throwaway joint.
I'm like, yo, where this come from? So it was that. It was literally listening to Wayne and stuff like that kind of even made me think about singing. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I might be slow, bro. So it's like I was hearing all that stuff, but it really didn't click in to the fact that I know it. I just never tried it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you know some Aretha, you know some Patty, bro. You know some Monica. Everybody know it, but you don't never try to go in and sing it. So it was just like once I heard rappers start trying to sing, I said, yo, I can do it, but I know it, and I start to notice I have a tone. Let me just start to play with it for real.
Right.
So
before you got equipment, were you writing music?
I was rapping, yo.
Oh, so you was just rapping
This is
first?
Baltimore.
Was it freestyle rapping, or was you
freestyle.
writing your rhymes?
No, I can rap, yo. I can freestyle. I can rap. Like I look up the Los, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
I look up
deep.
The Los. So like when
That's
you look
real
up the
deep.
Los, you know that he a wordsmith. So that's how I attacked it. I looked up the Wayne. I looked up the Los. Those are the people that I think of when it come to bars. You see what I'm saying? Los and Wayne. Like everybody else is cool. Drake is cool. He curated a style, but you got Wayne that even created Drake. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I come from. And taking that to music, I realized, to singing, I realized, it don't even take all of that. You know what I'm saying? I actually have to do less. I just have to think about the orchestration of the song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's when I started thinking about, all right, how to organize a song. And, I was always recording myself. So that's when it just played into that for real.
So you were recording your own rap records first.
Right.
Did you ever release any music, or was it kind of like you wasn't
I was a
sure
whole
about
different brand before I was Mornin After.
Okay, so now you gotta give me the exclusive, yo. So what was it? What was the name before it was Mornin After?
If you watching this, all right. And if you can find it, you can find it. If you can't, you can't. All right. You gotta beep it out with a beep when I say it. It's like no, it was MP3. You know what I'm saying? MP3 EY. It was my last name, my first name. 3
MP3Y.
Yeah, MP3 EY, MP3. And it was just like, first of all, MP3 players was lit. And then after that, it stood for my initials, you know what I'm saying? Marcus Patterson III. EY was extension to the youth. And I was going with that. You know what I'm saying? And I was rapping. So I got bars under that name where I made all my beats. I did all of the stuff. I recorded it.
That's crazy.
I got videos downtown with me at King Tut getting fronts. All of that.
You.
But if you don't look up that, you don't look up Mornin After, you'll never see both of them together. So it is.
That's deep. MP3EY. That's deep.
But it was just,
I fuck with that name actually. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what?
Crazy.
I'm also a techie too, and I've always been a techie. So I always been into tech. You know what I'm saying? Like I was recording my homeboys. So everybody would look to me to record. You know what I'm saying? So, and that took a little bit of initiative. So I was like, yo, it was just, I was a techie. So MP3 was just perfect for me too.
Right. So you do records and you do music under MP3EY. You know what I mean? Where you getting responses from?
I was getting a lot of views, but I was getting 70,000 views on Instagram. I mean on YouTube, when I was like 16, 17, for putting out covers to Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? Or putting out some remixes. So I was getting views. It's just that it wasn't what R&B is now. So I had to convert it to all right, cool. What you want to do? You want to rap? You want to be an R&B artist? If you rap, you gonna have to figure out which lane you want to go, or just, you know what I'm saying? But then R&B was just a total lane. It was where I was at. I was 17, turning 18, starting to learn my voice. I was dealing with more women. It was like, shoot, I got stuff to talk about. The pill. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got stuff to talk about. Let me go ahead. And that's when I started to think about
it's a deep project at the time, though.
Yeah, it was.
That was that. Yo, it took me a while. I ain't gonna lie. I've said this 1,000 times on my show. I'm not a hater, but I'm not the type of person where when somebody throw you something at me, then I'm gonna listen to it off the break. It took for about 5 or 6 people to come to me and be like, yo, this shit is fire, nigga. Like, you've got to listen to it. And I'm like, I ain't ready yet. Like, nah. Like, I ain't fucking with it. Nah. And then, I was in the car with Raven. We riding to some event. She threw your shit in. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that? That's that Mornin After. That's that Mornin. I'm like, for real? She play another record. I said, that's that Mornin After? I was like, all right, I gotta go back and listen to that shit.
Yo.
I ain't up having to go back. I listened to the whole album that same night. Yeah. I was like, yo, that shit hard, bro. That shit hard. And I remember when I saw you probably a week or two later, and I remember saying something to you like, yo, that shit hard, nigga. You know what I mean? Keep doing your thing. Da 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 da. I was like, yo, I fuck with that album. I think that really kind of turned me around for you. And I was like, because at first I was like, I don't know why this nigga's so arrogant. Like, yo, this nigga is massively confident. This nigga's coming into my studio like way confident. He's like too confident. You know what I mean? But I listened to the album. I was like, all right, it makes sense. It makes sense. All right. Like, cause for somebody I never heard of, and I don't know if you had connections at the time, but it seemed like for a guy to come out of nowhere, you know, and on his own create such a like R&B album. That's the most important part. It was a real R&B. It wasn't a trap album with you singing some R&B on it. Like, it really had the energy and the vibe of R&B. It had soul in it, and it had stories.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I felt like that was the most important component of it. You were able to be vulnerable. I don't know if you was lying or not, but it felt like you was telling the truth. It felt like it was personal. It felt like it was you. And I was like, yeah, all right. It seemed like the nigga really know what the core of R&B is, because I'm a huge R&B head. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people get into R&B and it's like you rapping.
Yeah.
You're not understanding what R&B is about. Like, rap, you can do 1,000 different things, but to me, genuine R&B has to have some measure of reality in it. Like, it's got to be personal.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can sing about loss or love and be faking it. You can't fake love. You know what I mean? You can't fake the breakup. Yo, when shorty break up with you and you really love that ass.
Hey, yo, that goes to, that bring me back to like to now, you know, like how you talking about my last project. And like, first of all, that's the first project that I really put out as my moniker, Mornin After, as my artist name, Mornin After. So I had all the time to put that together. You see what I'm saying? And then afterwards, every other project, they're anticipating it. So, like, you know, you was talking about before we got on the camera how much I've been traveling and doing all this other stuff. It's like I want to put these stories. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen a lot. I've been places. I just came back from San Diego. Before that, I was in Tulum. You know, I went to whole college. It's a lot of stuff that I can talk about. I've traveled to like 30 HBCUs. How many people don't go to HBCUs? Matter of fact, travel to 30 HBCUs as a Q.
They don't even go to the HBCU and it's in their own city.
Exactly. And then sing. Like, I have so much material. So it's just like, all right, cool. How can I put this into an R&B realm? You know what I'm saying? So I like to listen to people. Honestly, I really like Baltimore artists. I like Baltimore artists that are to them that speak what's real. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend named Just a Friend. He was a rapper. He got shot and killed like a good month and a half ago. Man. Long live Just a Friend. And he would talk about everything inside of his raps that was real. And I remember one time he told me, he was like, yo, if I don't got the money, I'm not talking about it. If I'm not doing this, I'm not talking about it. But I knew him, and I knew that everything he was saying in his raps was true. And that's why when I was listening to his song, I'm like, yo, he's nice, and what he's saying is true. Like that touches emotion. And I'm like, yo, I'm seeing other artists too, because being an R&B artist, like, it's not that many R&B artists in the city, so I'm only in touch with the trenches. And when I'm hearing them speak what's real, I'm like, yo, I like that. If I could put that in the R&B world was real too, you know what I'm saying? I can gravitate towards people. That's why Baltimore, we have so much culture. Like, no matter if they got bars or not, you know what I'm saying? No matter if they you know what I'm saying, they nice. It's just because they speaking what's real on the track. So when I hear some of that, with Just a Friend, he was nice. But when I'm hearing that pain, I'm like, yo, I gotta put that in that song that's more R&B and give it flavor, and just think of it on some architect type level for real.
Word. So when you were working on your debut, your Morning After debut, like, what is the process? Like, you know what I mean? You haven't done R&B before. You haven't created an R&B album before. Let me tell you. So how do you do your research? Like, what are the tools that you brought to bear to make the album?
First, you got to think about it like this. This for every R&B artist out there. You got to think about it like this. And I did this when I was in San Diego. I did this. Imagine a woman is in front of you, and everything that you want to hear, you sing it. You know what I'm saying? Everything, if you're speaking to her. Those are like my best songs. When I make a song for somebody, like, I remember my first girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? I don't bang with her no more. You know who you is. It's like, no, but you already know who you is. I used to make songs about you all the time. But yeah, I remember I used to make songs about it, and it was like, those are my best songs because it was true. It was about her. It was personal. I would bring up, that's what Drake is known for. He's known for making personal stuff. So honestly, when I was writing those songs, I was in my college dorms, and some of them was personal, but at the same time, it was a general statement about how I feel towards a woman. And then I actually sung these songs too. Like, I remember I was in Delta State one time, And I was at Del State one time, and I was singing a song to a girl, and I just put the instrumental on. I'm like, yo, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. Like, I was singing Bathwater. I was singing I was singing Bathwater, and I'm like, yo, if I can sing this to a woman and she feels like this is personal and it's talking to her, then this is it, you know. So sometimes the words ain't even got to rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Just sing it. You sound good. Say what you feel. Talk.
That's deep. That's super deep. All right, so I like that. I like the mentality because it seems like you have the perfect mind state for the record. The sound. How did you cultivate the sound for the production and the melody and the just because Morning After sound is distinct. Mm-hmm. It's completely different from other. Well, I would say a lot of local Baltimore music, and I really don't even think there's any other industry artist that kind of has your sound. You develop a sound for yourself. How did you bring that about?
Oh, that goes back to me teaching myself how to sing. Like, I learned from everybody. I can drop mad names right now. I learned from T-Fly. He's a West Coast artist. And he got this song 24 hours, it's just me and you. It was a song back when DJ Mustard was, dropping stuff, and it was one of those kind of simple beats. And he wound up taking that wave, but he just fire over there. So a lot of East Coast people don't know about him, but I learned from him, and I learned like his simplicity of it. Like I said, I'm slow, so it'd be sometimes I didn't even hear harmony for a while. When it came to the pill one, like for that I had to get help with harmony. Shout out to Shaq Mac. He's I was a junior, he was a sophomore, and he was singing as well. Two people that I like in the city is King Midas and Shaq Mac.
King Midas, that nigga.
If I'm saying King Midas, Shaq Mac got to be nice.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have to look this dude up because King Midas is that.
King Midas is that. So Shaq Mac, he's good as far as vocal harmony and vocal orchestration. And I noticed that, and like he was younger than me. I'm like, yo, what did you? He's like, I went to Baltimore School for the Arts. I just did this. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like that, and I like having young energy around me too, because the young, they are more in touch with technology and they know what's up next. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he was already recording himself, and I wasn't recording myself yet. So I was just writing the pill. I wasn't really freestyling the pill. I was just writing it, and it wasn't until like 6 months afterwards that I actually recorded. Mm-hmm. And he was already writing stuff downstairs. So I would send him a song like, yo, can you, like, what harmony can you put into it? Because I can't hear it. He like, yo, this and that. And he'll actually record some harmony to it, to my main vocals. And I'm like, dang. So Shaq Mac, T-Fly, who else I say? Trey Songz, of course, Chris Brown. I'm going to be frank with you. And Chris Brown, you watching this. I know you're watching this a couple years from now. I had to avoid listening to Chris Brown.
Because you started mimicking.
Because I started mimicking him.
Yeah.
Because I was so young that that's all I heard on the radio. So I had to avoid Chris Brown and like, yo, let me get my own sound. My mother used to tell me that I sound like John Legend. Or everybody used to tell me I used to sound like John Legend because before I can like do runs, I would just have a tone. You know what I'm saying? I like doing that now, but I just have a tone. And it was just a John Legend tone. Kind of like even before puberty, I just could just have a tone. So when it came to runs, all I knew was Chris Brown. No. Like, no bullshit. Like, just hearing runs and just mimicking him. So I'm like, you know what? Let me stop listening to him. Let me just do my own thing. And when I started doing more covers and stuff like that, I was able to find my own runs and stuff. And then, yeah, that's that.
That's deep. I like the fact that you collaborated, like that you allow people into your creative process. That's something I fussed about on my podcast last week, is that I feel like us as Baltimore creatives, we don't always bring people in to help, you know what I'm saying? Or to even just add fire to the fire. Like, you know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to force it to you because everybody's like that. Sometimes people don't even, unless you're on fire, people don't want to work with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, for me, like, I come humbly, like, yo, this and that, I want to do this. When it comes to, if you want to split profit, you want me to pay you, I'm that first person. Like, there ain't nobody gonna ever say, Morning After ain't paid me, Morning After ain't do this. If this what you cost, if I ain't got it, I don't got it. If I got it, I'm gonna go ahead and put up and work with you. So yeah, even the producers, you know what I'm saying? I make some of these relationships I have because I pay a producer like, yo, this beat is fire, this and that. It's a connection type game, and you can't be grimy out here. You gotta give people what they worth and just and work with people, whether it's time or whether it's money, whatever it is.
Word. Once you started dipping back into, like, once you started realizing, all right, I want to sing and I want to listen to, you listening for research and development or even just for enjoyment. All right, let's do two separate ones. Let's start from here. Enjoyment. When Morning After is just trying to enjoy some dope R&B, he got the lady friend coming on. What's your top 5 Morning After playlist? Wait a minute. Do you entertain ladies with your own music?
I have done that for a while.
Yeah,
I have done that for a
real.
while.
Real nigga move. Real nigga move.
I've had my album, had to feel one or played.
That's real.
I had a roommate, and it was crazy because he was playing some of my records. I'm like, you already got it playing. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, he already got a shorty room, got a shorty in my room. Like, we playing music.
Okay. So all right, Morning After's in that playlist. Give me 4 more. That's in this, the yo, shorty coming over, the bottle of Hennessy is on deck, it's romance.
All right, well, it's different too because since I'm a musician, I be really listening, and it's so hard for me not to listen to music. I get distracted. Like, I can't even do homework. I can't do nothing else if I listen to music because I start to listen like, okay, I start harmonizing in my head. I'm like, yo, I gotta be doing whatever I'm doing. If I'm fixing the tire, like, I gotta be doing something. Like, I can cut the music off. But if I'm listening to a woman, it's a difference because one, I feel like she talking to me, and I'm like, I like when a woman, I think that's sexy that she can sing and like whatever she's saying it to me. And then another thing is like I can't mimic what she do because she already speaking to a high voice. I can't even do that. So it's just like it just sounds like Spanish music to me, but it just sounds good. So I like to listen to music. I like to listen to her. You know what I'm saying? I like to listen to Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor's new album.
Yeah.
Fire.
Janae Aiko.
Oh, okay. You in there. In there.
You know what I'm saying? So to be honest, it's not too many guys when I am.
You just need one more, bro. You one down. You just need one more. No, it could be a guy or a girl. Like whoever you want to choose. You already had, you named 3. You just need one more.
I'm probably forgetting. Now, honestly, I'm probably forgetting, but I would have to go with
That's a fire playlist, though. That's the fire playlist. Her, Janae Aiko, Tiana Taylor. That's a real sexy playlist. That's some earthy, sexy, earthy type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Yes, one more I can't even think about. Let's see.
See, I'm a little different. See, like I love 7th Streeter. I love her first EP, and then she did something else after that I really fell in love with. Janae Aiko's dope, but she's a little too earthy for me sometimes. Yeah. Like, yo, I need some straight. That Tiana Taylor is her first album is everything for me. I love the new joint too, but her first album is a pure classic. Summer Walker is that business. That's when you trying to have a baby for real. Yeah, we going raw tonight.
Yeah. And
definitely going raw.
It's okay, you talking about SWV.
SWV is classic.
Aaliyah. Like,
talking about Sade.
I'm wildin', bro.
We have
I'm wildin'.
a million
all
options.
the old school other women too. Like you know what I'm saying? All the 90s music. But like I said, it's for me it's women. I like listening to women because it's like I hear a guy's voice and I be overthinking. It has nothing to do with me like hearing a guy. I'm overthinking. I'm trying to be what I'm gonna start singing. Be like, yo, what are you doing? I was singing.
What works is what works. You know, hit him with some Usher. Right. I thought you was gonna throw Chris Brown on top of that, but you know, it might be too distracting.
Like I said, I'm different. Like when I hear it, it's just like I'm an artist. I hear multiple things, so I'm like, nah, I don't really. But if it happens, it happens. Sometimes when I'm in that mode, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's cool. I mean, recently I have listened to like male artists. But look, I had to stop because I had to think because like it was like a period where like I'm a sound engineer as well, so I like listening to sound. Like OVO be like sound on sound, right? Mm-hmm. Everything is music. Like even the earth has a certain key. You know what I'm saying? And I like to think of it like this, like. You know what a harmony is 3 notes put together, right? And a triad, and it's given a chord, whether it's a minor, major, and you got other chords, right? But those chords make you feel some type of way, or those interviews, which is 2 notes, make you feel some type of way. So you got the earth, which is 1 note, and you know you got thunder, which is another note. So when they hit those 2 notes, it's a scary sound, which might be a minor sound, I don't know. But you got that, and you probably got like another sound was like a church sound, which might be a minor or a major one, what might make you feel good.
Right.
The thing is, the dog might know a difference between both. You know what I'm saying? A dog, if when you hear thunder, boom. Even a dog is scared.
Right.
That's a scary sound. No one teaches that dog that's a scary sound. You know what I'm saying? As we get older, we learn. We get scared by sounds as well. No, even when you're a baby, you get scared about certain sounds. Like you hear thunder and babies start crying like, oh, because it's so the world is music. So I say all that to say is that it was a period, last past couple of years where I just didn't want to hear nothing. Like I just want to be silent. I just want to hear you. I want to hear girl. Like I just want to hear you. And everything. So, but it was something about me hearing everything that was just like, this is sound to me. Sound is beautiful. Like, like you got music, it kind of fills the room. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I feel like when I'm with a woman, she is the music. You know what I'm saying? So like you are your own track. Like everything like this right here, we're a music in ourselves. So, but that might be too musical. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you getting music. Deep. Like, yo, this is definitely roll up a blunt and light one up moments, yo. Like, I like that. So, all right, now my next question is, yo, where did the name Mornin After come from?
All right, so like, let me ask you, where do you think it came from?
Mornin After pills.
Mornin After pills.
I mean, you might have had 3 or 4,
That's good that you think like that. That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
But say it like this. Say that you come from a party, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go home, you have sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you come from a party, right? You go home and your friend die. Or say you come home from a party and you just go to sleep. No matter what, the next day you get up and you think about what you did. So I feel like my music is a reflection of good times, bad times, and all times. That's all that name Mornin After.
That's deep. He really sat down and wrote that out and memorized it, yo. Shout out to you. That was lit. Super dope. That's super deep. I like that. I thought it was the perfect R&B name. I was like, yo, he about to give it to you. I like Mornin After is an ill name.
So is Nicki Minaj.
That is a fact, but she don't sing. You know what I'm saying? You got the quintessential R&B name. Yo, you got the quintessential R&B vibe. Now, I was there when you dropped the Pill 2. And you had the album release party. You know what I'm saying? It was the top floor, some dope spot that we was at downtown.
Yeah.
I was down off of Charles Street. Yo, like, that project, to me, it does sound and feel like a continuation of the Pill 1. The sound is a little different, but it's kind of the same. I feel like you put a little bit more hip-hop elements in it. You know what I'm saying? I like the vibe of it. You know what I mean? I had 3 or 4 favorite like joints that I took off of the album and I put on some playlists of mine, some specific playlists. But what was the mental state going into the second Pill that you were like, all right, I'm going to do this for this album and I'm leaving this off for the first album?
First, the producer, yo. Hey, the producer, yo. Like, I needed that producer. John Cabin. I think Paul Cabin. I get John. Paul Cabin. Now he making beats for Chris Brown. And he just got too famous. Like I was on what Bryson Tiller say. It's like looking for them hitters on SoundClick. Like I forgot how I found Joe, but I was on SoundClick and I found him. He was a fire producer that wasn't getting that many downloads, this and that. But he was in LA. He's just fire. You know what I'm saying? LA or some part of, somewhere on the coast, but around that area, on the West Coast. And the sound was just fire, and it just went perfect with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning that now. Like, to me, in my head, I can do an R&B remix to anything. You know what I'm saying? And I have done that multiple times, over 100 times, hundreds of times. But what just clicks with everybody compared to people that are like, yo, that sounds fire, and that was cool that you was able to do that, compared to, yo, this is so you. You know what I'm saying? When I heard him, it was so me. And you know what I learned as an artist is that sometimes when you hear a beat like, yo, this is hard, like so hard that you should give to nobody else but me. That means that it's honestly made for you. You know what I'm saying? Like it can go with anybody, but it's honestly made for you because you connected to it. And sometimes I feel like a beat was better than me. Then like it belongs to me because like, yo, I know it's probably not better than me. That's just me thinking. And when I attack it, I'm gonna attack it like it's better than me. So let me go. Let me go after that. You know what I'm saying? Like
it makes you level up.
It make me level up.
You know what I mean? Because it's on that level. You got, I gotta kill this record.
So it was something with the producer, because like the producer, I feel like he made me jump into that bag that the Pill 1 was so exclusive, and so it was me all the way.
Right.
And then he stopped putting out beats, so I couldn't buy him no more. I started hitting him up on his DM like, yo, can I buy your beats? Like, can you put some more out? Like, I will fly out, this and that. He ignored me. You know what I'm saying? Paul Cabin, you ignored me. But But I'm gonna meet him one day. I'm gonna find another producer, and I have found other producers that have been able to give me R&B sounds.
Right.
But his sound was just so like he was in his bag, and that's all he did, and you could tell. So that was one thing. It was the producer, 'cause,
Right.
You know, when I think of music, I think of it like I said, it's a feeling. It's communication. Like let's say this is the audience. If he is the instrumental, and I'm the track. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're giving y'all. I don't know. Just like it's just a dialogue. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It's a dialogue where me and you are communicating,
right.
and it's a good conversation, and they just listening. Like, oh
Right.
yeah, that's a good podcast. That's something like that.
That's
You
a
know what I'm saying?
fact.
So if I'm just I got a good conversation, but you dry, it's gonna be a bad song. Or if you got a good conversation and I'm dry, it's a bad song
It's
as well.
not, right. That's a fact.
But it was just like
It was a perfect marriage.
It was a perfect dialogue. It was a perfect conversation to watch, and it was just like that's how I was with that. So that's how I was able to find those beats and get in tap. So the pill 2, that was different. At that point in time, I was like, all right, I gotta work with. First of all, I shouldn't be working with people that's on SoundClick. I mean, because sometimes they beats might get on YouTube, and I don't want YouTube beats because everybody gonna have them. Most of his beats weren't on YouTube, and that was cool. But some of them were, but probably like 1 or 2 out of the 100 he had. So I was like, you know what? Let me just start working with people in town. Let me start building my own people. So
Right.
that was the pill 2. That was more of like that was me working with other people. Me working with Shaq P, which is a producer who went to Towson. He a Q, and I'm like, all right, you make beats. Let me find out. Let me hear them. I'm like, all right, cool. I like them. I want to mix them, make them pop a little bit more, and then so working with other producers. You know what I'm saying? And that's that.
So what about subject matter? So like you were specifically saying in the first album, you were coming out of a relationship. So Pill 2, were you coming out of a relationship again? Did you break up with Shorty so you could make the album? I mean, with a different chick, or how? You know, what was your mental state when you were in the writing process?
It was crazy because like it seemed like when I was in a relationship, you know, when you're in a relationship, you are like I feel like people that's in a relationship, they always frustrated. They always be like, yo, and they be mad sometimes. Or maybe now since I'm young, I guess as you get older, you just be like, yo, we are what we are. But yeah, like I was kind of in a relationship, and it was like we were in love at the same time we was going through relationship stuff. But I was making beautiful music, and then the pill 2, you know, like it wasn't, and even the pill 1, it wasn't about the relationship I was in. It was more about the relationships that I have been in. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because you would think about the relationship that I'm in, and that would make me feel that way.
Right.
It is what it is. And then the second one, it was the same way, but I wasn't in a relationship. But more importantly, to me, it was like the dialogue, because I think it's the conversation. Like you could be in a relationship at home, whatever. I'm in at home. I'm that's at home. But right now, if we're having communication and they're watching the conversation, then they should be able to like learn something or take something from this conversation. That's it. Like every time I listen to a podcast, I listen to Jay Hill, the Gemini and Scorpio podcast. Y'all should check that out. Every time I listen to that, like I take away something from it, because it's 2 people that are speaking their views, and they're both sharp to the point that it leaves me with a message at the end of it. So I think it got to be that chemistry, because that's what a song is. It's chemistry between someone who took their own time to create something and bring what they wanted to the world, and then it was you that did the same thing, but kind of did it off of a implementation of what they did. It's kind of like I said, the earth has a certain tone, and then you got thunder, and then you got, you know, somebody laughing. You know what I'm saying? Those are two different emotions. So now I can even make somebody scared with the thunder, or make somebody cry, you know, or make somebody laugh. And all I gotta do is put that with. If I do it, it's gonna go ahead and just flow with that, and the people gonna experience it. So
that's a fact.
Yeah.
Now I just want you to know there's gonna be a small percentage of people that are truly gonna understand what you just said.
I know.
Artists are gonna be like, yeah, I get it, and regular people be like, what the fuck this nigga talking about?
Yeah.
But it's all good though. Like this is real artist talk. So all right, let's jump into the next thing. Like when you are I got a ton of questions. When you are in the creative process, you know what I mean? Like what are the other tools? Like are you making a lot of beats on your own, or are you more so wanting to reach out to other people?
I want to reach out, but you know, producers be sleeping on me, promoters be sleeping on me, everybody sleep on you. That's the part of the process, though. Every time you hear anybody say that anybody that's even lit, they be saying how people be sleeping on them. So I don't even care about that. All I know is that I got to get it, so I got to do it on my own. That's why I record my own. That's why I make my own beats, because even when you do that, people take you more serious. They say, oh, you know what I'm saying? They say how when you move to another city, people take you serious. No, when you make your own beats, people take you serious. They
That's a
like,
fact.
yo, he don't need me, but he make his own beats. You know what I'm saying? If I start shooting my own videos and start directing them, people like, dang, like the camera guys that used to ignore me gonna be like, yo, let me just do this and that. Because now you're just, not only are you in a lane, but it shows that you're serious. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was about doing. When I started making my beats, other people start coming to me like, yo, send me some loops, this and that. So I'm just more into everything. Now I actually got more control.
Right, because my next question was going to be, how did your whole creative process expand now that you start producing? Because I feel like, well, I started from producing. So the thing is that once I got into being an artist, I felt like I had a billion options as a rapper because I knew I could make the beat break down. You know what I'm saying? I know I could do this. I could change my flow pattern. But sometimes when you start as a writer and an artist first and then get into producing, you kind of like discover whole new worlds of, oh shit, I got, like you said, that control that.
Yeah. Right. You definitely discover a whole new world. But then again, man, they don't care about that. Yo, they don't care. As long as it sounds hard, it sounds hard. So like I'm doing it because I have to do it and it's beautiful. But if I can, like if this can be a clap in a quiet room so everybody can pay attention to me, and that's when people want to work with me, so let it be. Because I ain't gonna lie, I do definitely want somebody who can take these different initiatives on, and then I kind of oversee it.
Right.
Because when I do so much, it's just like it takes up time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's either time or it's either quality. And I don't want the quality to diminish, so it's going to take up time. But I don't want to take up too much time. I want to feed my fans, you know what I'm saying? So, like, everything is beautiful when I learn everything and I put everything together. But if I can have these people and build these relationships or even get the money to pay these people to do what I want to happen, then I'm going to keep on having beautiful albums and beautiful projects.
Word. What do you want the legend and the legacy of Mornin After to be? Like when you think of certain R&B legends, man, there's always a concept that comes to mind. Like, what do you want people to think when they hear the name Mornin After?
Family. I want you to think family. Because when you think about Carl Thomas, you would never deny Carl Thomas from a cookout.
That's a fact.
He always invited to a cookout. I want to be invited to every cookout, yo.
Like, he said he want to be invited to every cookout.
He's like, I want to be a part of the family, yo. So, yeah, I want to be a household name where I can make sense of music, and at the same time I can make music that is what's going on. Oh, what's going on? I want to be able to be a Marvin Gaye. I want to be able to be Frank Ocean. I want to be able to be I even say a Meek Mill too. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I love how Meek Mill's career went, like how he got his city, and that's when he got the world on top too. Because I feel like that's powerful right there. Because you're able to shift the culture when you do stuff like that. But yeah, just I want to be a part of the culture, and that's what I think R&B was from the get go. We was always making collaborations with rappers, and those were the fire songs. In my life, where would I go? What would I be? Like, you know what I'm saying?
112 shit.
Yeah, and then after that, you throw Biggie on there. Like, we was a part of the family.
112
was always invited to the cookouts. They was always invited to the cookouts.
That's a fact. They're still at the cookout to this day.
Yeah, they still at the cookouts. I want to be invited to the cookouts, and that's it. If I could be invited to the cookouts, that means that I connected with the souls. I connected with the people that I was able to assimilate with, and people that could be like, yo, he was himself, but he was still he was all the way R&B. He ain't do the most. He ain't ask for attention. And he was able to impact. So I like 112. You know what I'm saying? I like Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? So
you did a dope collaboration with G Yancey, and that's like family to me. And like, yo, that record is so hard. Yo, I feel like I was like, it made me want to hear you on more hip hop stuff. Like, yo, some straight shit. So, and there any other artists that you collaborated with that you really enjoyed the record that you like, yo, damn, this was crazy?
Yeah, dang that. Every time I make a song with an artist, it's like, it's not that I make it better. It's kind of like I was able to catch on with who they are and then play my part. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's all about conversation. It's not about me being my best and outshining. It's about the conversation and making the conversation a great conversation. So when the listener hears it, they can take back from it. So every artist that I ever did a song with, I felt like it was their best song, to be honest, because it was just like all right, yo. Actually, I can't say that because I work with some artists that I was like, I still like some of the other songs as well. Mm-hmm. But it was a good conversation. That's what I'm like. When you listen to music, you got to take away something from it, and that's what you take away when you listen to people talk. That's the basis of communication. Without no sounds, without no drums or nothing. It was before music even existed. It was people communicating.
Word.
So when you listen to other people talk and you just listening, you're learning something from it. So that's what music is nowadays. It's a form of communication, and that's why we have a culture that is making people change their clothes and change their hair, and so that's communication. But it's able to get communication in a different way to the world. So as long as I can communicate effectively on that track, I feel like that's a beautiful track. So to answer your question, you said,
nah, you answered the question already. Don't worry about it. Right. Don't worry about it. So what's next for Mornin? Because you move into the A, you know what I'm saying? You got your own studio, but now you going to be in the Mecca. You going to be in the Black Mecca. You know what I mean? What moves up? Can we get an EP maybe before the year's out? Maybe maybe kind of sort of maybe get signed?
The thing is, I want to give an EP, but then again, I want a song with Summer Walker. I want a song with Brent Fayez. I'm just speaking that all into existence.
I think you should.
I want a song with SZA, SCA, Lucky Day. I want a song with all of them, and I just want to put out singles and kind of push them. I got this video for you that actually I just shot that I'm gonna put on World Star.
Oh shit!
And it's gonna be real fire. So my goal is, because you asked what's next, my goal is to songwrite, get out there in the songwriting world, to produce, get out in the producer world. And it's 2020, I can do everything. Like it's as long as I can balance and not get lost in the sauce.
Right.
Like I want to do everything that I can, and be that inspiration for someone else to be like, yo, he really was doing it, and somebody to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? Word. And I know, like I said, like the youth, they fire, because you have no choice but to be fired when, like, recording as, you could buy a mic from the store for this amount of money, compared to 10 years ago. It was like, it was hard to go buy record. You had to go to studios. So for them, it's no question. They, at the age of 13, their gift can be a microphone that's $150 compared to some shoes.
And then a little laptop, and boom, they off to the races.
Make a hit from that. So it's like, somebody can take everything that I'm doing and learn from it and be better than me. Like, yo, that dude producing, he doing everything. He producing, he singing, he making all his records. And I know people even in Baltimore, they looking at me like, yo, Mornin, he doing his thing. But I want to say, yo, invest in yourself. Put that money into yourself. And just know your goals. And know that if music is a goal, everything should be going towards that. People get lost in the sauce. They start building for image and just get lost in the image. People get lost as far as getting local. Like, they want to stay local. You got to understand, you got to bring your city up. That's my goal. I want to put Baltimore on the map. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm dipping, not even to drag on my city. I'm dipping so I can make my city. I want to be able to get to the top, or get to a place where I can put artists on my record, put Damon Blue on my record, and then it go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And like people, and you know how it be sometimes, people don't even be knowing the featuring artist, but the featuring artist is getting a big following off of the main artist. You know what I'm saying? They blow up. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
That's the way game goes.
Yeah, that's how you can't be mad at it. So like, that's what I want to do. I want to be on some. I'm fire. I put him on the track. People like, yo, who he is? He started to get tours. That's when, like, we started to blow up. Chicago like that. A lot of cities like that. LA definitely like that. LA definitely, like, it's a lot of R&B down there. You know what I'm saying? But I like Atlanta because you said the culture is just like so warm, for real.
Yeah, and it's definitely it's jam packed full of opportunities and so many legends. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? A lot of people to learn from, a lot of people to connect with and build. You know what I mean? That's what's up, yo. I feel like you don't answer all my questions, man. I was gonna be like, yeah, who you want to work with? And then you already laid out all of the artists you trying to work with. So you know what I mean? You already told us what you got coming up. You done gave us the history. Yo, am I missing anything? Is there anything Mornin after that I'm missing right now? All right, you know what? Before you jump in, the music video game, bro. How do you get so fly with the videos? Yo, the video game. Your video game is up there, bro.
Let me tell you.
Quality wise.
that's what I look for. I look for quality. Like if I like when I get there, bro, you're gonna see. Like that's why I like the baby because the baby he has somewhat of a similar mind, but he's more creative. As far as like he knew, all right, yo, like I rap, that's the song. Let me go ahead and you know what I'm saying. I'm not gonna say he's more creative, but he's a creative. You know what I'm saying? Because I do my thing with engineering and all that other stuff. He raps, and that's when after he put the videos together. When it comes to that video, you work first with the people that are creatives. You know what I'm saying? Like Miles right there, he's a creative as a photographer. And then after that, you just put your ideas, and y'all just it's a collaboration. Everything is communication, bro. Everything is communication to the world. So I was able to get with Chucky. That's one of my new videographers. I'm like, all right, cool. Well, first of all, let me get better than what I did last time. So this next video that I'm gonna show you afterwards is gonna be better than my last videos. And let's actually put a plot to it. Let's actually, better angles, color correction, all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So
Do you spend a lot of time plotting out the video before you shoot them? Do you like create your own treatments, or do you like? I do. Oh, okay.
I do. Like everything is hands on because it has to be hands on, bro. It has to be hands on because since you're not popping, all my videos do not get views. You know what I'm saying? My video might get 1,000 views here, 5,000. They're not getting 100,000. A lot of people in the city getting 40,000. But that humbles me and that let me know, all right, cool. Let me at least build because when that happens, I'm gonna be ready. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to get to a part where I'm just doing anything, and then if I get viral there tomorrow because I decided to sing in Walmart and the girl was recording me, and then some other girls, I just become a sensation.
Right.
That I'm putting out mediocre material. Like let me go ahead and just sharpen my tool right now. So I'm actually blessed to be put in a situation where it's like, yo, I'm giving culture because I'm in Baltimore. I'm able to have the money to travel. I'm able to build these relationships with these people that when the time come, I'm gonna be a machine.
I feel like you one of them you a gem that like when people catch on to it, it's like they gonna fall in love, bro. Like the music is fire, the videos is fire. It's like I'll give you an example. I knew GGL Slick like went before he took off, and I didn't know he shot so many videos. I didn't really know he had his music was as I think there was 2 records that I really fucked with. And I asked him for the interview because of that. So we ended up linking. Bro, one night we was sitting in my office and 15 fucking GGL Slick videos played back to back to back to back to back. And I'm like, yo, what the hell, bro? And then I had to go to his channel. He had like 200 music videos. Like, and then my homeboy just spent 6 hours just watching every video, like, and all of them was quality. Like, it's not always about blowing up. It's about when people discover you, and they can go in that rabbit hole. That's what makes the game deep. So when y'all like Google that morning after name, and then you listen to the pill. And then you've got other content too. Like you've got some dope singles and all that stuff like that, bro. Don't undercut yourself, yo. Just because niggas not paying attention, that don't mean the shit ain't fire. Like you got a video where you on like the islands or some shit with a bad chick, and I was like, yo, I'm pissed that I was not there for that. That shit was super fire, bro. I really feel like you really, really, really put your best foot forward, invested in a whole lot, and then like to even have experienced like the live shows and everything, like I said in the beginning, like, you know, man, it's you have developed a package for yourself that once it's your time, you'll be able to take advantage of the whole game. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be able to kill it. Just stay ready. That's all I can tell you, man. Yeah, you know what I mean? And you going to be pissed off and annoyed because you're going to be famous as hell. You ain't going to be able to take a piss without somebody trying to fucking take a picture with you.
And that's what and that's what right now I'm loving. It's like, all right, Joe. Well, since I know it's going to happen, you know what I'm saying? I got faith. You know what I'm saying? Once you got faith, you starting to move like it's going to happen. Like, I'm going to go to this concert and I'm going to be backstage. You're backstage. You know what I'm saying? So once you move like that's going to happen, you do certain things. Like, before you go to that concert, you wind up like, all right, Joe, I'm going to wear this because I know this is what you call a favorite color. She and her her favorite color is orange. Like, I'm going to rock orange because I'm going to see her backstage. Mm-hmm. You do stuff like that because you know that's how you're going to move. So since I know what my destination is going to be, I start moving like that. And that's the law of attraction too. So I'm moving that way, and then it's gonna work itself out. But that analogy too is the same way, like how like you ever hear somebody who got I forgot what it's called, like the type of complex when like they feel like world like the world's going to end. So like you were saying movies, like I know it's changing the conversation, but like the world going to end. So like they always got bombs and stuff that's ready, right?
Right.
And that's when like the movie, like it's a movie that come out or something, and that's when like the world is about to end, but they was ready. Like
that's a fact.
They was ready.
They always they got the bunker down. They got all the food, the water. Yeah, like, they got the whole nine.
This was 1972. I knew they was going to go.
But you know what? That's the right mind frame. Because when it comes to you, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Somebody come to you with a deal, you already know. Like I ain't taking I don't want the 80-10 joint. Like you know what I mean? When you taking 80% of my shit and I get 10, nah, nigga, I'll wait. Like do you not see what's on my channel? You not hear the music that I'm rocking here? Like at the end of the day, I feel like that's the thing we gotta learn is that like the quality is what the game wants. If they really wants, it just niggas just used to the numbers. You know what I mean? But after a while, when we start realizing them numbers be faking shit. Niggas be faking numbers out here.
Yeah, you can't even look at everybody. That's one thing. You can't even look at everybody. That's when like try to like pinpoint yourself to where everybody else is.
Exactly.
Because you don't even know where people at. Like
facts.
What Brent Fire said. He said, "Your nigga wanna beat me, but they don't know I'm fighting demons." Like. You nigga want to beat me, but you don't know. He don't know what I'm going through. Like I got family, I got to feed. I'm doing this and that.
That's
so just like you don't know what he going through. He got court cases that like he got to get this drug money because he got to put that together for that. So you see him shining, but at the same time, he got people that's trying to kill him. It's certain other stuff, or you might see somebody else good with music, but they got a bad deal that they don't even know how they're gonna get out of the situation. So just like, don't look at that, bro. Worry about yourself and worry about how you can be a better you.
Facts, and just continue to give people like me, that's fans, the music that we want, keep to people the visuals we want, so that when we talk shit about you and be like, yo, you don't know about Morning After, nigga, look at this YouTube channel, nigga. Right, like, that's what you want. Like, I tell people like that. Like, that's what fandom is about. Like, we like to be able to brag about, we know something that you don't know. Oh, you don't know about Morning After? Nigga, we right here, nigga. Fuck you know. You don't know about that? Oh, let me put these videos on. Oh, you don't know? Oh, why? Oh, he a Baltimore nigga. You ain't know that? Oh, he from West Side. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What y'all? You don't know that? Oh, all right, my nigga. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Once again, thank you for stopping by and kicking it with me.
I said, this is right here. This is a moment in time, So I said, thank you.
I appreciate it, bro.
When the time come, that's when it's gonna be bigger interviews. You're like, why you pick Jay? Why? What you mean? Why I pick Jay? Look at my interview a couple years ago. You see how like we was, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm trying to get on Jay Hill level, man. You and Jay Hill making classic moments with the 4 different camera angles and all of the stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to chop it up with you, man, because I really do enjoy your music. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you've grown. I've literally watched you grow as an artist and do so many phenomenal things, man. Always kept a smile on your face. Always kept it positive. You always kept it moving. And I feel like that's so important because from the city that we from, there's not a lot of people that make it out or even just grow up and be able to create and put it out and it be quality. You know what I'm saying? And keep having a positive mind frame. That's so important, bro. Because we all dealing with trauma. I don't know if we all been shot at, but I've been shot at. I done had so much shit. Yeah, all right, cool. That's what I'm saying. See, that's what I'm saying. You got a good life, yo. You still from Baltimore. Yeah. So, like, when they keep saying it isn't all the wire, you can say, nah, it ain't all the wire. You know what I'm saying? But, that's just a blessing, bro. I think that's important. And to me, I feel like Baltimore has a legacy of, like, R&B. And I feel like, you definitely that nigga to, like, keep that legacy going. You, King Midas, Josh Lay, and there's a few other, like, dope, R&B niggas that I'm like, y'all niggas, y'all carrying that Drew Hill, you know what I'm saying, Ruffins, y'all carrying that Mario, that flame, that R&B flame for us.
Imagine who was around when Mario was, like, there. It might have been other people that was there, too, but they wasn't there for Mario. Like, you mentioned all of these names, right? But one person is going to be the one. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's King Midas, whether it's Josh Lay, whether it's anybody. So it's just like, I think it's so beautiful. But once again, they all learn from each other.
That's a fact.
Cisco probably learned from Sis Mo. Like,
right. That's a fact.
They might learn from somebody else.
That's a fact.
No Fab. They might,
you know what I mean?
Might learn from No Fab.
Niggas is bringing niggas along. But I feel like whoever be the one that gets that, whether you the first nigga to pop or whatever, bring the other nigga along. Call King Midas on the phone. Yo, Midas, let's lock in, my nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and King Midas, I'm telling you the same thing. Niggas time to lock in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Lift as we climb.
You know what I mean?
You gotta lift as you climb.
For real. Because all of y'all niggas got dope music. You know what I mean? And it's like, y'all don't do nothing but make us proud. You know what I mean? And y'all carrying a legacy of us. You know what I mean? So that we can continue to eat crabs and talk shit like we normally do. So, you know what I mean? You be safe in Atlanta.
You already.
If you need anything, hit my phone. I know you don't need nothing, but you know what I'm saying? Hey, whatever, nigga. If you need anything, hit me. And, have fun. be safe, and stay creative, yo. That's the only thing I can tell you, man.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I mean? Because the success is inevitable. So I ain't worried about that part. I just want you to stay the cool nigga that you are. So like, you know what I mean? So no, when all of the paper stacked up, you can still be the same person.
Willing, inshallah, bro.
He like, nigga, I'm changed. I'm out of here.
I said, God willing, bro. Like,
as soon as that check cash, I'm out this bitch. G5, I'm out.
I just pray I keep the real around me. That I stay centered. I know they always say people gonna change around you. I just hope that I stay level headed, because you can get lost in the sauce, bro. I know
That's
it's
true.
coming, but I'm like, that's why every day, like, no matter fans or whatnot, like, I still got fans that come to me now, but it's just like, make sure that you stay in touch with yourself.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing I'm always concerned about, I was like, yo, I just want your music to say dope. I just want to keep that same quality.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I don't care. You can get big headed, you can do what you want. Yo, just keep making that fire.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the most important part. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's the bragging rights at the end of the day. So look, make sure you follow this guy on his social media. It's at Mornin Afta, TA at the end, not ER. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's the same on all social media, right?
Yep. It's Mornin Afta. So it's MORNIN AFTA. So that's morning without no G, but I'm still a G. AFTA. So that's on all social medias: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything the same way. YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud, iTunes, Apple Music, they all the same thing. So it's very simple to look me up. I'm from Baltimore. I'm putting on for the city.
Yeah.
Putting on for R&B.
Yeah.
My man Jake put me to the top. We gonna get to the top. You heard me.
You gonna be there, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna be there. You gonna be wearing all the expensive clothes and shit. Got all the bras and shit. You know what I mean? I already know. You already know. You know what I mean? Yo, don't forget to follow us on social media at VVC Radio, at Aries Lounge, and your boy at JS, the number 1 THASUPPLIER. We'll check you next time. Peace.